past me. Let's get on that, guys. Same goes for the $75 incentive for the bonus blimp mission in Tony Hawk's Underground.
All right, and I think we are ready whenever you are.
Oh, hold on. I'm sorry. We're getting word from Keizaron, so never mind what I said about the anime cutscene. We are not supporting anime here, okay, guys?
Excuse me, that is a flight simulator, and you are supporting the hell out of that. Donate.
Okay, no, I'm not saying we're not supporting the flight simulator. I'm saying we're not supporting anime, okay?
Look.
I don't want to see any of you supporting anime.
Look.
Not on my watch.
Look.
I think we might be ready to go here.
It's a game called Air Control.
What do you do in that game?
Control the air. Hello?
I just wanted to make sure.
All right. So, ready whenever you are. If you're good, we'll give you a countdown. All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
We've tracked Fettel to an abandoned building just up ahead. No sign of enemy activity on the satellite, but don't take any chances. Jankowski, you in position?
Just say the word.
All right, move it out.
I have a question for the runner. Yeah, I just wanted to know, is there a sequel to this game called F.E.A.R. Second Impact Assault Recon?
Trying to find a way around.
I'd like to know that too.
Why did you bring me here? Why'd you bring me back?
Hold on a sec. Come on. You ready? Go!
I am hearing... I'm hearing that you've been muted for some reason.
You were born here.
Apparently they are not hearing your voice right now. Are they hearing my voice?
I think they're hearing, it's good on my end.
Can you hear me now? Did that go through?
Looks like we're too late, boss.
Just we'll see in a second.
Transmitter signals coming from nearby. It's gotta be around there somewhere.
Yeah, we're probably good now.
Take a look around.
Haha, alright, you guys can hear me now. Fantastic. Alright, so back to what I was talking about. So, First Encounter Assault Recon. 2005 first-person shooter game with lots of spooky elements. The backstory of this game is basically there are highly trained scientists who are hired to work on a superhuman life form. This superhuman life form is a little bit upset. Just a wee bit.
A tickle.
Just a little bit. You know, mainly because it was a 7-year-old girl. I mean, it's pretty messed up, man. You don't just make a bioweapon out of a 7... Well, who's played Resident Evil 7 in the chat? The same guy who wrote that wrote this. So you'll actually see a little bit of a similarity. So Alma, the very famous Alma in the red dress, is the test subject for the superhuman life forms. And yeah, there's a lot of cool backstory in this game. It's neat.
See anything?
I won't explain all of it. We're just gonna punish Jankowski a little bit.
You boys run along. I'll be busy here for a while.
Do I have time to punch in a donation?
Go for it.
We've got $50 from Xyrophone is what I'm gonna hope the name is pronounced. He says, anime was a mistake, and I'm supporting it anyway. Banned?
I've tried to
Banned.
forget.
Continue.
I've tried so hard to forget.
And actually, with that, air control anime cutscene is met.
Hey.
Just a reminder, the next incentive we have to meet is Mario and Luigi Partners in Time for the Fossil cutscene, which we need another $38 for.
Alright, so this game is extremely broken. You won't see too much of it until we get to the next interval. This interval is pretty straightforward, but something you'll see a lot of in this interval is the combat. The combat in this speedrun, oof. Ooh, is it fun. But first, let me explain this first trick. Yeah, we're not going to get that gate open. We're just going to jump right over it. Just jump off of his shoulder. There's some strange collision, I guess, in this game, and we abuse it a lot. Anyways, One Punch Man. Boom! Ooh! Yeah, these punches are deadly.
You can tell how much force he was putting into those punches, man.
Oh yeah. But it doesn't stop. This goes on the whole run, so you'll see plenty of one-punch knockouts. Oh! Some big toe smashing. I saw that coming. I knew someone was gonna say I was gonna make an anime reference. I saw it.
I thought we covered this. We support anime here.
Oh. This guy got right in the way.
Sounds like it's shaping up to be a bid war of supporting anime versus not supporting anime.
Giving all these guys the 1-2, dude.
Yep. It's one of the more interesting things that you can do when you're just running around, because you don't actually lose time for punching. So you can just one-punch everyone that is around you. Unless, of course, they actually get in the way. Which he would. Toss a nade right here. And also, they disappear. I don't know why, but... Oh, jeez, that was dirty. I don't know why they disappear, but my game just does that now. That animation is supposed to be them turning into a cloud of blood, but instead they just vanish. I didn't change any settings, it's just the way it is. And as you can clearly see, Alma's very messy. A very messy girl.
Is someone there?
Ah, there she is. This is actually a pretty classic scene. Okay. Now, the game is broken, I promise you. Give me like 1 minute, and I'll show you some crazy, crazy stuff.
He's alive.
Should I call in a medevac?
He doesn't appear to be injured, although I don't know how he survived.
Worry about that later. I'm reading Fettel's transmitter near that position. We've got to take that fucker out, fast. Jet, keep looking for Jankowski. I'm still reading his life signs.
You can't send him in alone, that's crazy.
It's crazy, I know.
Take care of himself. Now move.
Alright. Before I actually do this, I don't know, string of glitches. I'm going to explain one right now, and that's the hover glitch. You're going to hold the jump button, press crouch and interact at the same time with a ladder, and if you do that correctly, you gain the ability to float. So we're going to float back to the start of this interval.
Oh.
And we're going to basically raise ourselves in the air by brushing up against the environment. And the way to go down is by crouching. Now, because we can do this, there is a door that we're not supposed to be able to actually go through, and it's behind this fence. And where does this door lead to? Absolutely nowhere. Which is great, because now we can float to the exit.
Excuse me?
Yeah, this is this is a patched version of the game, I have to add. The ending of this interval is amazing as well, because you get this spooky skeleton hug. Bring it in, brother.
Oh.
And now we teleport by quick saving and quick loading.
Just remember there's a skeleton in every single place.
There we go.
Think about that at night. Try and go to sleep.
Right. So what I did there was I quick save twice, and then quick load on the second quick save. Brings you to a predetermined spot in the map. Sometimes it's helpful, sometimes it's not. In that case, it definitely is. But we have to get on the ladder first, otherwise we die. Now we're going to do the same thing here. Acquire the hover. And float to the exit. Whoa! That guy was very hostile. The AI in this game just... you know, they really know how to... By the way, this got into GDQ, so...
Sick.
Don't be too discouraged if your game has a bunch of cursing. Very rude guy. Super rude. And also, while we flip to the exit, we're going to pick up an extra nade, some body armor, and the shotgun. The shotgun is going to be pretty helpful. Now here's bad water skip. This is a pretty difficult skip to do. We jump, quick port, land on these pipes. Jump over to the steel bar over here. Do a safety save, because there is quick saving in this game, which makes it pretty safe for a marathon. And then we just jump to the exit like that. And now we're going to teleport one more time. And that should be the last one before we get to Armacam. This facility that you raid is kind of it's kind of like the first part of the runs. The Armacam technology building is the second part, and then the third part's the underground facility. So this is a pretty solid first part. All the skips went pretty well. The only thing left now is to get the, well, hopefully get the perfect fight, which is pretty much all based on luck, but you also have to be pretty good. Maybe melee this guy, or this guy. Oh. Are you serious? This didn't work. Oh well. Hello, sir. Come here, sir. Oh, well, at least it ended with that sick kick.
The sickest of kicks.
Looks like the HLT is clear. Copy on approach.
Mind if I plug in another couple of incentives here?
Yeah, go for it.
Alright, so one thing that I'll go ahead and pick out this one. So, this will be on Sunday, but if you want to see Mumu, after having done the Shovel Knight Spectre of Torment New Game Plus speedrun, if you want to see him take on Horus's Tower, that'll be a $75 incentive. There's also a bid war for the armor color that he'll be using. There's also a Dragon Kazooie donation incentive for $75. That'll be the run just before Spectre of Torment. And how about, well, the Super Mario 64 with Dance Pad run, if you want to have Stingray slippers added to that. That's a $100 donation incentive. So those are some pretty fun incentives that you guys should totally get on.
I agree. And just for those who are joining us, this is Keizathon, helping pay for medical bills for our friend Keys there. He's in the chat right now. Say hi to him. Tell him who your favorite anime waifu is, and he'll enjoy it. But we have met our goal of $1,500, so any other amounts we raise right now goes directly to the Prevent Cancer Foundation, which you know from AGDQ.
All these triple kills and double kills, pretty satisfying. The slide kick is pretty deadly, as you can already see. I'll be using it quite a few times in Armacam because there are so many doors where enemies will just pop up. You gotta take him out. Oh, this guy's running away. Okay, so that most likely affected the pattern of the enemies right here. A sniper? This guy just said he got a sniper. I'm shooting the shotgun. Whoa! Whoa! Well, that happened. I actually... You know, I don't actually know what happened there. I'm not sure how I died.
You couldn't Bruce Lee him, dude.
It wouldn't let me. Oh, see, this is how this was supposed to go. The enemy patterns are correct now. So those two guys will actually go down the staircase. The one dude will try to creep around the corner. I'll run past these guys and we're fine. As you can see, very, very different scenario there. There's definitely a lot of AI movement that is completely web-based. You know, that actually has never happened before. That always... Why is that a thing, man? Why is that a thing? Anyways, this is probably the most interesting interval for a lot of people. This is the interval where we do Norton skip. Norton skip is... well... okay, I'll explain it afterwards. I can't explain it before. You have to watch it. And then I have to explain it. Because I can't explain it at the same time as doing it. So we'll just hang tight till then. Alright, here we go. So this ceiling tile... Come on, get in the right spot. Oi. 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 Work with me here, ceiling tile. Okay, let's just... there we go. Let's quick load.
I can
there
only
we go.
imagine what happens.
There we go. Okay, so this is what's supposed to happen. Up against the vending machine. We're gonna toss a grenade. Gonna go in slow-mo. We're going to jump on the tiling. Go through the ceiling. Get in this vent. Oh. Come on, let me go through. We're gonna float over this. Jump over here. Okay, so now we're done. Let me explain why all of that works. All of this works because the way that physics work really with random objects, Monolith decided you can jump off of pretty much anything. And because of that, and the way that the physics work with all of the items, you can jump, you can lift yourself anywhere as long as you have some type of grenade or explosive that sends the object. You can float on it and get yourself to a number of places.
She is a prisoner.
So yeah, that's why that works. The rest of it is just very precise movement and making sure you land without falling through the map and dying.
Shit, I lost him again. Fuck. What do you think, Jen?
There was a lot of anger in this room.
That's great. Got anything useful to add?
I don't see any bullet holes. There's no brass lying around either. These guys didn't fire a shot.
What killed them?
I don't know.
So yeah, that's Norton Skip.
Figure it out.
You completely skip Norton Mapes, who is the dude in the Hawaiian shirt. If you played this guy before, you'll know who that is. He eats a lot of cheesy poos and reads a lot of nudie magazines.
I mean,
That's how you remember him.
if I was in Hawaii, I'd be eating cheese puffs all day.
An orange Hawaiian shirt at that rate. Alright, there we go. So, right here, that's Bishop Skip. But, it's very awkward. What you're basically trying to do is get yourself into a ledge. And when you're inside of the ledge, you can spam jump and crouch to the left and get an extra couple of jumps off of it, which allows you to get to the second floor, so you don't have to mess with the Bishop Rescue escort, which is a solid 3 or 4 minutes of extra gameplay.
Betters, I'm pretty much done here.
Any theories?
I'm gonna need to go to the lab.
All right, get back to the room and sit tight. Get one up before you get a ride out of there.
Yeah, there's just a ton of skips in this game. It's pretty crazy. It's wild and crazy.
Oh, if we got a second, I have a donation to read.
This is actually a perfect time, so go ahead.
All right, hell yeah. So we got $4.80 from Cloudy Days 8. That feel when couldn't donate 60 cents to make it 420 to America points to Mario and Luigi Waffle cutscenes. So just a reminder, we got all these donation incentives coming up. So type incentives in the chat. You can have a look at everything we have to offer this marathon. And you can choose what to put your money to. Just make sure you say so in the donation comment.
Alright, we're getting this one slot. Oh, we only got... Wah, wah. Sir, get your butt out of here. It's so easy to get caught on enemies. The models are pretty funky.
We're taking fire. Get us the hell out of here. What's happening? Bishop's down. Repeat, Bishop's down. He's here. Take cover. That was ATC security.
So these enemies look a little bit different. As you see, they're the SWAT team. Most of the enemies in this game are actually the synthetic soldiers that Paxton controls. Paxton Fettel is the other result of Project Origin. He's also has superhuman powers. One of them is to control synthetic soldiers, I guess. Not a bad idea for a bioweapon, but hey.
Wouldn't be my first choice, but
Yeah. Oh, and quick little thing. The way that I'm actually going full speed when in crouch mode is by binding crouch to my mouse wheel. And by binding it to the mouse wheel, you can successfully go through those little spaces at maximum speed.
They left her in darkness.
Hello, Jankowski. Alright. So, hover glitch on the left. This isn't really, it's definitely a faster way of doing it. Kind of just lift yourself over here. And this saves about 20-30 seconds.
just casually floating.
Oh, yeah. There's only one other thing that makes you float other than the hover glitch. Hold on. Kobe! Oh, dang it. Oh, darn it. Anyways, yeah, you can actually acquire the hover by crouching on a laptop a bunch. Makes absolutely no sense, but it's doable. And here we're gonna do a teleport. And this teleport specifically brings us right next to the control room, which allows us to do this interval in about 30 seconds, whereas before it took like a few minutes. So a pretty big skip here. Ah.
So I've got a question for you if you have a moment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just curious, what got you into speedrunning, and more specifically, what made you interested in running this particular game?
Speedrunning, actually, I made my Twitch account 3 years ago on this day, specifically because I found GDQ, and I was like, oh, Twitch, what the hell is this? What is this site? But,
And did you find the answer to that question?
oh yeah. And then I watched, man, a lot of speedrunners. Oh, dang it. This is Pillar Climb, it's kind of hard to do. But, yeah, I watched, a ton, and they all inspired me to just pick one of my favorite games and go for it. The first one was Resident Evil 4, and then Silent Hill 2, and Jet Set Radio, and it just kept on going. Couldn't stop myself from learning new games. This one particularly caught my interest because of all of the insane glitches that were found in October. And yeah, it's just a great pick. It's got action, it's got glitches, it's got a little bit of a funny side to it, which is definitely something I enjoy in a horror game. I like to make fun of some of the horror games that I run as much as I love them. So, I think we all do that with our favorite games. But yeah, this game in particular, it's just got a little bit of everything that I want.
So how about one more donation incentive?
Aurora's coming. I've seen it in my dreams.
Go for it.
Alright, so for the Metroid Fusion run, we're actually pretty decently close. We've got $70.69 out of 100 for a secret message.
This way! Get down!
We're just about there to that incentive, so you'll just shy of $30 for that if you want to see that.
Honestly, I'm pretty interested in that secret message. Could we get on that?
The runner.
Like, what? A secret message? In our video games?
Blasphemy.
Absolute blasphemy indeed.
That It's just impossible.
But Keizathon made it possible. Oh. Ah! That was sketchy. I almost blew myself up, but we're totally fine. I clutched it. It's all good. So, this is the first time you see this guy. He's the big mech boy. Big mech boy. He shoots missiles from his arms. Because he's a big mech boy. He does a lot of damage. We just try to run past him as fast as we can. He's pretty much unavoidable. You will get hit a bunch from him. You just kind of take the damage and get a sweet double kill. And we're out of here.
I lost Fettle's signal again. This transmitter's a piece of shit.
Oh. Should probably explain why I mash the crap out of my keyboard is because I'm trying to skip the loading screen. It's just a habit of mine. This this game, when you speedrun it, there's load so that everyone can kind of be on a fair playing field because, well, loading time is just very so just have to mash in order to get out of the screen because once that loading is done, your timer will start going, so you can't just sit there. Loading screens, that's exactly what. in some frames right now. We having some problems.
All right, stand by. We're having some difficulties here. We're getting it all sorted out, so stay calm and we'll be all fine. All right, let me pull this back up and we'll get on our dandy little way. While we're here, let me take an opportunity to say thank you all for watching, staying tuned, and supporting Keizathon. We severely appreciate it, and hope you have a good time. New stream key? Alright. Alright, I'll get on that. While we're getting this sorted out, I'll put on some music, by the way. Maybe. If the music wants to load.
While that's getting set up, a friendly reminder that we do have a couple of donations to Pokemon Go.
Alright, I sent it to you.
To name the trainer, to name Kyogre, and to name our HM slave. So far we've got $4.20 for the trainer name towards Jinx, and then we've got $20 for Jackson for the Kyogre's name, and Dionysus as the HM slave's name. So those are some bids that are easily, I'd say, overtaken or improved if you want to do one or the other. And if you happen to just tune in, your timing is wonderful, first of all. But secondly, this is Keizathon, a speedrunning marathon taking place this weekend to support Keizaron's operation. As it were, however, we have already met that goal of $1,500. So the rest of it, all of the money in excess of that goal, will be going towards the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Alright, go ahead and tell me when you're back up live.
I am back up.
Alright.
Is it stuttering still or not?
Let's see. I'm just pulling it up right now.
$1,500. So
It
the
seems
rest of
better. It seems
all
better.
Money in excess of that goal will be going towards the Prevent Cancer Foundation.
Here we go again.
Alright, go ahead and tell me when you're back up live.
I am back up.
Alright.
stuttering still, or not?
Let's see. I'm just pulling it up right now.
This sucks. What's going on?
That seems better. It seems better.
Yeah? Okay. Good, good.
There's still it's still stuttering.
Like how bad? Because I can't see anything. It's weird.
Huh. Yeah, it's still pretty stuttery.
There you are. How did we get separated?
Okay.
I remember the power going out in the elevator. Then the next thing I knew, I was arriving
We're still
on the top
stuttering.
floor, and
Not
you
that
were
it is.
gone.
Okay.
You should have a visual of the exact chopper.
Yeah, I'm not too sure.
Oh my god! This is crazy. I am not waiting here. My dad's in danger.
Your dad will be fine. You're the one I'm worried about. You just need to calm down.
Sorry.
This way. What the hell is she thinking? Got it from the garage.
Yeah, I'm not sure what to do about this then. If anything, we need to still keep proceeding. So
Yeah, I've just been doing the whole. I've just been,
Okay.
you know, going still.
all right. The issue we had earlier was this happened earlier. It stutters and then it goes really fast to catch itself up.
That's
And I hope-
that's interesting.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What do you think you're doing?
I have to know.
Do you have the marathon stream closed and muted or anything?
Yourself in a lot of danger right
Yeah.
Are you
Yeah, well,
okay?
I actually have a legacy pop-out chat.
Those soldiers are looking
Got it.
Some splicing. It feels spliced, man. Yeah. Fun fact.
No, yeah, ask me, this looks like one big ruse.
Fun fact. I just got the record for this game a few days ago, and I can assure you that this time that you'll see is quite far off of that. But it was originally by Yuma, who's a French speedrunner, and he's the one who basically found out that you can do all of this stuff on this patch. All of the all of like the quick porting spots. The quick porting method was originally found by over 15, but Yuma was the one.
All right, sorry for all the stuttering, everyone. We're still trying to work through issues here. Slowly but surely, it seems to be getting better, but we're trying our best here. Still banned? Well, shit. We caught up? No, I'm just overwriting the stream with my manual voice. We are not caught up.
Where are you at right now in the game? I'm just trying to see how far behind the stream is.
I am in a crashing helicopter.
The good news is it looks like it's stabilizing. Although your helicopter just crashed.
Yeah, we're a bit behind.
I'm gonna look like I'm playing the game super quick.
Alright, so for right now, I have us all, the audio just playing through my computer right now. So we're all caught up on the audio. It's just the video that is far behind. So if you want to paint a picture for us of what is happening right now.
So what's happening right now is I'm actually going through this little interval where we are just getting to the underground facility. Well, we're not underground yet, but we're getting to the facility where there is a secret passage to get to the underground facility, which is where all of the crazy Project Origin things happened. I'm gonna do a little flashy, little 360 for you. I miss. Got him.
Don't worry, we won't see that for another at least 5 minutes.
So yeah, in this interval, there's a little skip that I like to call the early entry. Because we are technically using the hover glitch to go through a window that we're not supposed to be able to go through, and we're gonna hover to the elevator that lets us enter the underground facility. And we also picked up a new gun. Before we had the almost railgun-like laser beam, but now we're going to replace. We're going to place that with the gravity blaster, which I call it. And these are not official names of the guns. I just like to give them silly names. But the gravity blaster is going to come into handy pretty much as soon as we pick it up. We're about to use it right now to do a little thing called lapdog skip, which is probably one of the more complex skips along with Norton skip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump and quick port. And before I hit the ground, I'm going to interact with the ladder so I can avoid fall damage. And then I'm going to do the hover glitch while I have my gravity blaster out. And then I'm going to switch to the shotgun while doing the glitch in order to replace the damage values of the bullets. So I'm shooting gravity blast ammo, but it's not doing any damage to me because it's the damage of the shotgun. And the shotgun doesn't damage you when you shoot it. So that allows us to kind of just boost ourselves up this vent that we're not supposed to be even able to enter, and we can, yet again, float to the exit.
This is all Anime's fault, correct?
Indeed. We made fun of the animes, and now the animes is making fun of us. But we're gonna do Volt Skip right now. Really, really easy to do. Just do a little quick port, maybe like half a second after interacting with that ladder, because if you do it a little too early, you get stuck. But that allows you to clip inside of the vaults, which the game wants you to open by turning on the power, but you don't have to do that. And now, one of my personal favorite tricks in the game is called floppy boost. Now, what we're doing is we're taking a floppy drive, we're going to boost it, and we're going to jump off of it like a little platform. It's a huge reason why we picked up the gravity guns, because the end game is just made so much more. It's just so quick, and you don't have enough grenades or mines to boost yourself, and it also does too much damage. So yeah, we're gonna just jump off this floppy drive, and boom, we're on the other side. First try. Easy peasy. The setup is what's most important. Setting up the floppy drive on that corner right there, it's very important. And you know, all of these crazy skips are right at the end of the run, so when you do get a good pace going, this is the part of the game where it's you're in full Monka-S moment. It's like super sweat.
The most intense part.
And then we get the most intense cutscene right after it, which is you know, this game was a little bit inspired by The Grudge, and they specifically went out of their way to make somewhat of a scene that kind of shouts that out. So you have Alma crawling on all fours quickly towards you during that cutscene. And also, when you open the vaults, these shadow men appear. I just call them shadow men. I don't even know what they're really called. They're floating. They're like floating memories of dead people. There's something like that. I've forgotten the part of the lore. Anyways, we're doing a little trick called the Spidey, where we climb up a wall, similar to Pillar Climb, which you saw earlier. But that one, it's a little bit more out there. You're literally climbing a wall. There's no trick to it. You just spam the jump button. It's pretty free. And then something that isn't really necessary, but I like doing, is if you go on the left rail here, or the right rail, these guys don't attack you. Their aggro is just gone. They don't know what to do. So you can shoot them freely without taking any damage. And that's the end of that interval. And this is the final one. The escape. I always, I run quite a few Capcom games, and quite a few of them, the ending of the game is basically you just running away from a humongous explosion of some sort, and you're timed. This is somewhat similar, but you're not timed. In a speedrun you are, of course, but... yeah, this is like almost the Capcom escape for this game. There's just a lot of small optimizations, like getting jumps off of these boxes to get up, which I wasn't able to do, but you can get up there a little bit earlier. It's actually one of the tricks that ensured that I got the world record the other day by like 4 seconds. And then just all these guys floating around and trying to hit you. There's a couple extra med kits to pick up just for safety. I mean, the end part is just so straightforward. But it is very optimized, so... if you mess up one of these jumps, you lose a surprising amount of time. There's also a method to take out this very necessary fight. You can't skip this in any way, shape, or form. So you're going to use the gravity blaster. And the method behind this is shooting them as soon as they spawn, or, well, at least trying to. Gotta save those frames, because as soon as they die, the others pop up. There was a good example of one. There we go. Perfect. And now the reason why you want to pick up extra medkits is because that you get spammed by a lot of damage right at the end here. Which is why you spam the medkit button. And now a beautiful spoopy moment. Oh! Ouch. I died. You're not supposed to run into Alma there. Let's try that again.
Nah, it's all good.
Alright, here's a neat little trick. If you get up right next to this door, it doesn't send you back, and you can skip this little section of Alma. It's an extremely risky strat, but worth doing, because it's super consistent. And you can also look back at her and be like, hey, hey. Okay, I think I left this a little too late, but we'll see. Nope, still got her. Oh no! Dang it. Okay, try shooting her one more time. There we go. Now we got the quick kill this time. a gorilla jumping on a floppy disk. I want to see it.
I can see it.
All right. And that's like the final lore cutscene that you see. It shows you a cutscene that you saw right at the start of the game, actually. But the cutscene didn't make sense when you saw it. Now it does. Lore. Well, actually, no, it doesn't make sense because this is a speedrun and you don't learn anything. But here's a cool Easter egg. Top scientist. Oh, the force of this nuclear bomb is sending me backwards. Top scientist missing. Easter eggs. Yeah. All right. And time is now. There you go.
All right. I like
what was my time? I'm very curious, actually.
It's like I have an hour and 30 seconds.
An hour and 30 seconds over estimate.
Also, I like how I hit time on a section where you died. Like as soon as you hit the ground, that's when time was.
That's great.
Yeah. All right. Again, sorry for the all the stuttering. Our servers seem to be.
No worries, man.
Yeah, our servers seem to be doing something right now. We're not sure. We're getting it sorted out. But again, thank you for working through this run, Maxi.
Yeah, no worries.
I appreciate it
for having me.
Thank you for coming out and supporting us too.
Hell yeah. I want to see that secret message really badly.
I do too. We're almost there.
Well, anyway, we are going to go offline here for a couple minutes to get this sorted out and to switch restreamers. But if you haven't already, give Maxi a follow. If you liked the run, go ahead, give him a follow. Cool dude. Cool game.
Much appreciated. Much love, guys.
See you in a bit.
Anyway, with that, I'm now going to go offline. Like I said, the stream is going to be cut off for a couple minutes while we get this all sorted out. So do not panic and stay calm. And we'll be right back. Have a good night, everyone, and stay comfy.